Hello everyone, Janet, live session. Thank you so much for coming. As I promised yesterday, or today morning actually, I said we are going to talk about Canada. So I know I'm late, but as always, I'm busy, but I try to show up. So thank you so much for always coming. Today we are going to tackle a topic. A few weeks ago actually, I put a topic down here asking some of you which topics you want us to cover. And I went and did my notes. And I did a summary of your requirements, and I see many of you actually, you're wanting to know more about Canada. So welcome today. If you've been wanting to go to Canada, today is your session. I know some of you are telling me, Janet, I always listen to you. It's just America, America, America. And today, Janet, you've answered my question. Yes, I listen to followers. Yes, I listen to your comments. So feel free. Continue commenting. The comments are not just for Janet. The comments are for everyone on this page. I can't thank you enough for following me. And I hope in the end you can learn something, your family, your friends, and I hope you'll come join me in the United States or Canada. So why Canada? Many people have been thinking Canada is an option. For some of you who follow politics, America has been a little bit unfriendly. Not America generally, but mostly the environment has not been friendly to immigrants, especially when they stopped the H-1B program. Many immigrants started scratching their heads and saying, is it worth it? You know, separation of families and all those things. So many of us, particularly me, I still trust that there's still an opening in America. I'll continue talking about America, but as you all know, the borders have been closed until December 31. Okay, in terms of giving visas, permanent visas or work visas because of the virus. So there were changes that have made many people start rethinking about their choices for Canada. I love your comments as always. I'll come down here. If you are new on the page, subscribe, continue following Janet Rangi. We are solution oriented, we are result oriented, and we see outcomes. We come on this page, we watch, we get ideas, and we go and put in practice what we've learned. So it's a very good page for those who want to put into practice. Thank you so much for watching with your children. Parents watch me with their children. I appreciate that. In fact, very soon I'll start having some programs for my children. As all of you know, I have two kids. One is 16 years old. He's working on a project, how to build African cities, and one day I'll be sharing with your kids so we can cultivate that interest when they are still young, so that 20 years from now probably we don't need to come here. But for now, Janet is targeting university students who will graduate without jobs. Canada is open for you. Okay, for those of you who are jobless and you have some skills, Janet is here for you, giving you information and options. For those who are looking for money, Janet is here. All of you from all over the continent of Africa, Europe, anyone that watches me, I love you so much for coming. America and Canada, Northern America, they welcome all of us in equal numbers. So we are very friendly on this page. We love each other. We share. I love when I go in the comment section and I see people, hey, I did this, I did that. This is how I succeeded. This is the school I applied to. This is how I went to the embassy. This is what they asked me. So that's why this page exists. And I love all of you for coming, okay? As you saw today, I went and decided that I'll start working on Canada. And as I break down the information, I will show you what we will be coming on, what we will be working on the coming weeks. Step by step. These days I decided we are doing things step by step. I'll walk you through this journey. Most of these things are public. I go on Google, I borrow images, I go to canada.ca. Now I'm introducing new terminology. Most of you who followed me, it was always uscis.gov. That was our popular website. uscis.gov. Now Janet has turned the corner. Canada.ca. As always, when you come to watch Janet Rangi, you need a pen and paper. But today, again, I prepared for you a PowerPoint. Sit back, relax, enjoy. You can watch this video several times because I'll do it stepwise, okay? Someone is watching me from South Africa, another one from Dubai. Thank you so much for coming, and all of you as always, okay? Okay. Some of you asked about green cards. They are still there. They are just not giving them this year. Okay, it's a political decision. We are getting ready for elections. Keep an eye. Okay, I love that. My followers already Canada.ca. Someone is typing there. All right. Okay, let's get to the topic today, my friends. Okay. All right. So I'll go to the PowerPoint. Government of Canada. Why does Janet show you this? Many of you are not familiar with the websites. I don't want you to go to unfamiliar websites. Canada.ca, you will see that symbol. That is what you will expect. From now on, that is where we are going to do our research. That is why we are going to do our research. Government of Canada, Canada.ca will be my point of reference. Anytime you have questions, that's where you are going to go. Okay? Moving on. Express entry. Get familiar. Today, Janet is going to break down terminology. Okay? We are going to work on Express Entry Canada process. And this is the website. Okay? You can see the website. Alright? So, let me bring back my face. Today, I'm breaking down the terminologies, the things that you will use when you are going to Google. Okay? I'm bringing this to you because this is what the whole world is doing. Believe you me, all of you, wherever you are, if you came to watch Janet, you have that interest of going abroad. So that means someone in China will be doing the same thing, someone from India, someone from Africa, Asian continent, Australia, Europe, Japan, Russia. Consider an international network. So you are going to compete against the world. And that's why Janet is coming here to break it down for you so that when you're putting your credentials down, you are having that kind of mindset. You are not going to apply as if you're applying a job, city council, local. You are going to raise your standards. You are going to raise your standards. And some of you say, oh, maybe it's just that competitive. No, it's competitive. But believe you me, as I break down, you will see the possibilities. Because if Canada is giving over 300,000, did you listen to my numbers? That is just on the visa side. 300,000 immigrants per year. And we are projecting that is 2020, 2021, 22, and 23. So you can be among those people. So let's be realistic here. Okay, Janet was like you, without money, without connections. But I came and competed against all international nurses. Why? Because there was just a chance put there. I read and understood what they were asking and I put in. Okay, so be very realistic. Okay, it's not going to be easy. But if you raise your standards, and you will see why I'm saying that, you will just be as competitive as the next person. Okay, Canada.ca. Let's moving on. Now, having understood the website, the first terminology, no need to write down, enjoy, sit back. We need to work on our IELTS. And this I say because last time when people are pressuring me, Janet, talk about Canada. And Janet would say, you know, Janet is mostly American. Her life is in America over 17 years. I like talking about things I know. But you know what? Because I've been doing this for long, because I am educated, I can do research, I'll present these things and show you. North America kind of has the same culture, so there is not much of a difference. But I've tackled a lot of the immigration system in America. Now we are moving to Canada. IELTS. Let me move it close for you so you can see. We need to be familiar with IELTS. International English Language Testing System. This is offered by the British Council internationally. So don't start saying, Janet, but it's not offered in my country. We are on the way discussing. These are the people who are watching me now. They're on the way to Canada next year. Believe in yourself. Have that dream. Have that desire. This is serious business. When Janet opens her mouth, people succeed. People put in action, and I will see you in Canada next year. Why? Because you're watching and you are going to put in action. The first thing you have to know, if you are wanting to immigrate legally to Canada, you will have to understand something called IELTS. Some of you've already done IELTS, but Corona broke down, and now things are slowing down. And we'll talk about those openings, but countries are starting to reopen. After Corona, we don't know how economies will be, but we are going to be prepared. IELTS, there are sections with IELTS. IELTS will include these sections: speaking, listening, reading, and writing. A maximum of 136 points. You need to focus and pass this exam very well. Okay? Very well. IELTS will expire after 2 years. It's approximately $200. These are just rough numbers. Okay? I'm throwing out rough numbers. Okay. Having said that, now that you have the lingo, okay? IELTS, you need to understand the spoken English, written, writing, and all that. Make sure you score high. Why does Janet say that? Because in the end, as we continue with this video, you will see that you'll have to earn points. Okay? And you will see there's a requirement for education. Some will score they'll score better than you because they're educated. But if you score very well in English, your points will go up. So for some of us, which I know, most of my listeners speak very good English. Don't just show up for IELTS unprepared. Remember, we are competing with the world. But the good news, many countries do not use English as their first language. This is where my followers will shine. Okay? You come in with strong points. It will offset everything else. Remember, they are going to choose you based on a system that gives you scores. As we continue, I will show you the names, okay? So understand, when you're preparing for IELTS, British Council, offered in your location, around the world, don't just show up unprepared. Go on those websites. If it means paying someone to train for that English, do it. What is your goal? To score very, very highly. Okay? For example, if speaking is 7.5, on average, some people get 4.0 and they are still taken. But what if you score a 7? You don't understand? Okay, listening. Listening is usually the easiest. Get all of it, 8.5. You understand? If reading is 8, you want to get maybe 7 or 6. Writing, maybe 6 or 6.5. You're aiming high. Okay? And you will see why. Because now, as we continue with the educational requirements, work requirements, if you score very well in IELTS, you're boosting your points. Again, if you're coming in, we are focusing on how to go to Canada. All right? We've covered the English language. Now, you have to go to those websites, read, and as we continue with these videos, I'll continue breaking down for you, okay? Moving on, let's see what is on my PowerPoints, okay? This is just a summary of IELTS. We are going to learn listening, reading, writing, and speaking, okay? That is what the exam will focus on. We are going to score very, very highly because that is our strongest point on this page, okay? Moving on, let me see. I'll move the information close so we can all hear, we can all see. There's something called the ECA report. This is to evaluate your education credentials from home. And this is to tell Canada the equivalence of your education compared to Canadian education standards. Okay? Most people use the website called WES. World Education Report is the most popular website when it comes to preparing ECA reports. So make sure, again, after going to the British Council website for IELTS, the second website I want you guys to be familiar with is WES, wherever. World Education Reports. These ones will show you, they will explain what you need to send to them. They will rank your education, they will interpret for Canada, and they will issue a report. That is what we call an ECA report. Okay? Now, why is this important again? Why is this important? I want to break it down so we are on the same page. Now, again, this is important. This is important. You need to know your report and what it will say. But after saying that, you will add up the English and then you will add up the report. If you looked at that slide, again, there are points. Let me go back to the points so you can understand. If you have a bachelor's degree, I have to move so my followers can see. If you have a bachelor's degree, you'll get 120 points. If you have a master's degree, it will be 135 points. If you have a doctorate degree, PhD, you will get 150 points. Okay? So are we on the same page? That's why Janet was saying, make sure you pass your English well So you can offset some of these things. Let's say you score very highly, okay, in English, but you don't have a doctorate degree. You can offset that. You can perform better and even beat the person with a PhD. Okay, now preparing this report will cost you about $220. Of course, these things can change, and this will tell you the website. You can go visit the website. All right, so I hope you're on the same page. We've covered the IELTS. We know that we have to pass, and then the next step will be to evaluate our education. And usually with education, they will ask you to send your transcripts, your degree certificates, where you went to school, how many years you are there. These people have been doing this for the whole world. They are probably familiar with the university or college you went to. They will evaluate and give the report. And that is the report that Canada will read, so they can understand how much education or how educated you are. Based on that, when we are going to put in the system Canada.ca to get our score, we will determine how much we scored, and that will determine whether they will give you permission for permanent residency or not. I hope we are understanding. Let's move to the next page. That is how the website looks. And I know if you're following me for the first time, you say, Janet, these are easy things people can find out. No. Janet has been doing this for long. We are not going to any fake websites. We are not going to any fake websites. This is how it will look. I love when my followers come and they put things in practice. If you're going to get an ECA report, of course there are other organizations, and every province will be different, but this will be the most popular. Expect that website to look just like that. All right, so moving on. Okay. I'll get through this boring stuff. I know this can be boring, all right? But just be patient with me. When you go to Canada.ca, you will have to understand that they are looking at you differently. Some people have education and some have experience. So they have something called the NOC codes. And these ones are different for each profession. And I know some of you, Janet, I'm a plumber, I'm an electrician, I'm a nurse, I'm a doctor. What do I do? Okay? So they have skill sets. Skill level 0, for example, is for business managers for restaurants, business managers maybe for a company. That one, it will be skill level A. Okay? 0. Skill level A will be people who have university degrees, such as doctors, dentists, nurses, teachers, engineers. Okay, and skill level B will be technical jobs that require maybe just a diploma, and those are plumbers, electricians, the list goes on and on. These are the people that will qualify to go to express entry, and I'll be breaking down as we go. Today I'm not just going to the details, but I'm giving you an idea, because some of you will say, but Janet, do I qualify? I'm not very educated, what do I do? No, you're not going to think like that. Now, if you do not have this, or you don't fall under these categories, remember there will be unskilled labor, and you will have programs called provincial nominee programs, which you will fall under, and those also will require an ECA report. By then it compiles education and work experience and everything. Okay, so I'm gonna move on with this. Too much writing. I know some of you can get bored, but I hope you can see what I'm saying. Okay, all right. Now, this is the most boring, but bear with me, I'm almost done. So if you're one of those people, okay, who will need a job, I'm giving you all these facts because this will be required for you to apply into express entry. Once you have your IELTS, and then you have your ECA report, you go to Canada.ca and you get your something called CRS report. These are the things you need to prepare to get a job in Canada. Okay? Now, there's good news, and I'll verify this. I will verify this. There's good news. They are saying that funding is no longer required. I think they realize that there are some people who are talented, but they don't have money. Before, you had to show bank statements with a lot of money before you qualify for this express entry and these provincial nominee programs. I think they are getting rid of that, which is very, very, very good news, especially for my followers. Okay, so they are looking for work experience. Any experience you have out there, make sure you have a full-time job. You don't want to say you're part-time. Full-time means 40 hours per week. To them, they say 30 hours per week, but it's always good to target 40 hours per week. Paid. Okay, no temporary, permanent jobs. When you are going to LinkedIn, you want to have a LinkedIn profile, business profile. Like Facebook is family and friends and bloggers like me. LinkedIn is those managers, employers, people that give you jobs. You want to have a good profile, professional dressing. I mean, your profile picture on Facebook should not be the same as the picture on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is for serious people looking for jobs. So be mindful of that, because when you apply, they go on your LinkedIn profile and you don't even have one. And if you have one, it's just a mess. We don't want that, okay? Anyway, if you want to find a job in one of the provinces, and don't panic, Janet will come and cover all this in details. Of course, you'll have your IELTS. Funding will no longer be required, okay? There'll be something called intention to live in Canada. Apparently in Canada, for you to score more points, if you have family ties in that area, they think you will stay there. If you went to school there, if you have a job there, you are earning more points. Okay, let's say maybe you went as a student, or you went as a visitor and you ventured into these things. Anytime you have ties there, they give you more points. All right? Now, they want you to make sure that the code you choose, pay attention to that NOC code I told you. For example, someone that works with machine tool operators, NOC code is 9417. You need to go there and see what is the job description. Okay, what is the job description? I better put my face. NOC, you need to look at the job description. Write based on what you see, because the website will tell you NOC code 4917. What are the job requirements? We do 1, 2, 3, 4. So you want to make sure your resume looks just like that. Just like that. And again, on this page, we will cover how to write a professional resume. Okay? Don't you just like this? As in, we are breaking down everything from now on. We are not leaving any stones untouched. We are not leaving any stones untouched. Basically, I'm covering the basics of going to Canada legally through the express entry, through provincial nomination programs. Don't forget, Janet will talk about other ways. Of course, there's marriage to a Canadian citizen, there's student visa, there's visiting tourists. I'll talk about all those. Don't forget that, okay? But since you wanted to go to Canada, Janet has to present everything. Everything. Today we are starting with the serious guys. And I know some of you watching me from Canada, you're saying, Janet, I love you so much. I can't wait to come to Canada. There are people who went to Canada because they listen to Express Entry and they are there. They call me every day. So this is not a joke. This is for serious people who actually want to put in practice. Some of you, you're already in America because you listen to Janet. Many of you are watching me. You're thankful. They call me every day. Parents call me every day. Happy. Their children are sending dollars. Okay? All right. I'm almost done with the PowerPoint. Let me see PowerPoint. I don't want to miss anything on the PowerPoint. All right. So what usually happens, okay, what happens with Canada, once you have all those things that Janet has been singing and telling you, okay, you will get something called invitation to apply. Because now, when you start looking for jobs, and you go in canada.ca, and you put this information on Express Entry, and they score you very well, I think every 2 weeks, they sit down and they determine the average of applicants. So if many applicants are scoring around $600 points, they will release that information. If many applicants are getting above 460 points, they will release that information, so you know you are competitive. But Janet Rangi followers are going to score very highly in English. They are going to have bachelor's degrees. They are going to have PhDs. They are going to have a good resume. They are going to get a job offer. Okay, their points will be more than 1,000, and then they will be invited to apply for permanent residency. Now that is when you start knowing your dreams to go to Canada are beginning to cook. I hope we are on the same page. So you will create a profile and submit the application. Okay, but before you do that, now you have your ECEA report, you have your IELTS, you have your job offer from one of the provinces. These are the things you need to have. Okay, a medical report. Go to your family doctor. Let them write a good report. You need to know, the police reports. If you've lived anywhere more than 6 months, they want to know, and the police have to clear you that you're a good person, no illegal activities. You need to write a resume. that I told you, it has to correspond to NOC code. Don't go making up your own stuff, my friends, and don't go copy and pasting. You need to use your language, but we will learn how to write good, convincing, clean, bullet point resumes. You need to prepare your birth certificate. If you're married, marriage certificates. You need to have your valid passports, passport size photographs. Proof of funds no longer required from my information. I'll prove that again. I'll go and verify. And then you will submit your application and pay the application fee, which is about $1,040. Again, these things could have changed or they will change. All right? And then now you are moving to visa stamping, and then you'll get a confirmation letter that now you are permanent resident in Canada. In summary, that's what I'm talking about. We are starting with the English language. We are going to ECEA report. We are going to the provincial nominations. We are looking for those jobs. All those things will give us points. And when you go and put in our submission, we are convincing them that we have the intention to stay in Canada. We have the intention to stay in that particular province. Okay, so that is the mindset. That is the mindset I want you guys to have when we are thinking of Canada. Okay? All right. I don't know if some of you are having any questions, but I want to be done with this PowerPoint first, and then we can discuss the rest. Okay? Now, these are the fun facts about Canada if you didn't know. They have provinces: Alberta, British Columbia, Manitoba, New Brunswick. The list goes on and on. Going forward, expect Janet to be breaking down the website from each province, looking for jobs and teaching and explaining how to apply for jobs in each of these provinces, because they are all different. Okay? Why did Janet put these fun facts? Yes, it's for you to have fun and learn something about Canada. But the point is, I'm breaking it down. Provincial nomination. We are going to learn about rural immigration to Canada. We are going to learn about all those programs that exist in different provinces. In fact, now they are saying they are going to move, even increase from province to municipalities, because everyone wants to go to Toronto. Okay? Everyone wants to go to those big cities, and they need people in rural areas. So we are going to break down each of those provinces. We are going to learn specifically what Ontario wants you if you want to get a job. What do you need to do? And then we'll expose the available opportunities. So those are the things we are going to look forward as you watch Janet. Those are the videos I will focus on going forward. So thank you so much for coming. I'm almost done. Remember janetrangi.com, Janet Rangi on YouTube, and what you are watching right now, this page is called It's Janet Rangi. Okay, some of you go to my page on the front and you say, that's Janet. No, this is the main page where we come to learn. Okay, your presenter Janet, as always. I can't wait to see you in Canada. I can't wait to see you in America. I've not given up on America. It's just that people want Canada, and me, I respond to what followers want. Okay? All right. Thank you so much for this quick presentation. I'm coming back to talk about politics. Okay? I wish you luck. I wish you all the best. Can't wait to see you in Canada. Can't wait to see you in America. Questions? Okay. Any comments? Any questions? This is the time now. You need to go to the comments. I've seen people coming to America. I've seen people going to Canada because they went to the comment section. Remember to keep the dream alive and have a strong desire to succeed. The desire will push over the edge. The desire will make you the best. You stand, you fall, you stand, you fall. You never give up. You know why? Because you're the best. Never give up. I have to say, many of you, when I brought this topic down here, inbox me, I'm an agent. Janet is going to politics. I'm an agent. Be careful. Us in America, we can lose some money and we won't be crying too much. Okay? For me, $200 I lose, I feel bad. After 1 week, it's nothing to me. Okay? Even if I lose $2,000, it's significant, but I can always have it. So be careful. This is not rocket science. And from my experience, some of you know I traveled to Kenya last year. I went for a conference. Mostly it was to go in the media and tell people, hey, Janet is coming back home, and these are the opportunities for the young people. There are many people out there doing these things. You can just do them. I had a conference Okay, and I had lawyers join me. One lawyer joined me, and another one was recruiting nurses. They made presentations, okay? And I didn't understand the power of branding, okay? Many people trust Janet so much, okay? So some of those people I had to invite, they spoke in my presence, and I even connected them. Some people even paid more money. We had to go to the hotel. So I explained my process of America. Then I left the process of a Canadian lawyer, and I left the process of coming to America as nurses, individuals attached to Janet. My goal was to see the success, okay? My goal was to see the success. And the reason I'm bringing up this is because many people have been asking, lawyer, Janet. From my experience in Kenya, they don't like advertising. Even medical advertising, even lawyers, okay? So lawyers told me, don't mention my name. I don't want to be there. So I respect that. I can never do that. But having said that, I wanted to see how true it was, okay? But it happened towards the end of the year. Before I met that lawyer, there were success stories. Almost when they apply for people, out of 30, maybe 28 will go, okay? During my program, I had I think 9 people go. But I can tell you there were some people who are denied. Those who are denied are still in pain today because they gave their money and they didn't get the visa. And the reason I do this myself, when I teach and you don't get a visa, you won't come blaming me. You'll go to the embassy. Some of you, when you give money to the embassy, you never cry. But the minute you attach yourself to people's money, it can be very painful. Okay? So what did Janet decide? Okay? I learned that when people remove their hard-earned money, they expect a visa. And that can never be guaranteed. Okay? I said no. I'm not going to endorse lawyers. I'm not going to invite people. I'm going to focus on what I do best and I see results, which is presenting information, free information. Okay? So, I hope you understand. Many of you, Janet used to say, you have a lawyer, I want a lawyer. Believe you me, there are people who tried using Canadian lawyers, which for me was the best reference I can give. Can you imagine if someone told you, Janet, do you know anyone? You'll go for the expert. I can't give you a quack when there's an expert. Okay? I can't give you an agent when there's a lawyer. That is the best source of information. But the success rates are what matters. Okay? Even right now, some countries, their success rates are going down for visas because they've realized maybe they are taking shortcuts. They are coming to America, then after they come to America, they run to Canada and claim asylum. They watch these things. When these things happen, your visas come, they start issuing very limited number of visas. So you have to keep all those things in mind. But me, I believe when you have information and do the right thing yourself, you will succeed, okay? So has Janet learned from those lessons? Yes. Do I have to refer lawyers to you? I don't have to. There are many of them on YouTube. If you want a lawyer, you can always get a lawyer. But what I can tell you, what Janet breaks down, we have success rates. Okay? Do I get money from any lawyers? 0. Okay? Let me just make those things clear. Like, what did I say? What did I say? Okay? 0. My information here is 0. 0 money from lawyers, from anyone. Okay? 0. Okay? But I love you so much for following. I believe in what you do. For that, some of you who follow me here and you're in America, you can share your stories. They share with you. All of them here. There is no magic. There is no magic. Follow the correct website. Follow the instructions. Okay? Of course, there are some easier ways. For me, if you ask me, personally, how I came to America. Okay? I didn't know anyone. I didn't have any money. But I knew nurses were going to America. So, I applied as a student. But when I applied as a student, in the process, when I'm here, I learn. So sometimes, usually, that is the best thing. So for some of you, this will not be the process. Some of you probably will have to visit a relative, and then you will see how things work. Some of you probably will go to school, and you'll see how things work. And I will keep talking about education in Canada and what benefits you can get in terms of permanent residency and work permits. You will see there are those resources. Okay, so don't close your eyes and say, oh, this is so hard, Janet. IELTS, ECA report, WES, scores, all those scores. No, don't close your eyes. I mean, that is what the world is doing. But all I'm saying is we are going to lift our standards. We are going to write world-class resumes. We are going to get world-class scores, particularly particularly in English. This is where you should shine. I believe that most of my followers, if you believe in yourself, because there are some people who teach in different languages, you have an advantage because of your spoken English, because of your, anytime I used to do TOEFL, I used to score almost everything in listening. Like listening is not even something, that one done. But I don't go there unprepared. But I'm just saying when I did TOEFL for my experience, okay? Passages, probably you have to learn speed, how to read the passages quicker. Spoken, you have to stick to the topic, be consistent, don't care about your accent. Be clear, let people get your message. But listening skills, you should be able to get 100%. And that is how you'll score very highly compared to someone who has a PhD. Although beating someone with a PhD from the same country will be a mountain to climb. But you know what? Beating other people around the country, around the world, yes, I believe in that strongly. Strongly. Because I've lived in the United States, okay? And I've seen people from all over the world. I've seen people from all over the world, and I can encourage you, my followers, that you are in a very, very good position. It's just that the world had not opened up to you. To be quite honest, most countries that are not native speaking English countries, most of my followers, you speak excellent English, okay? So you should not worry about that part because you will score very well. And if you have a bachelor's degree, your level goes up. If you have a master's and PhD, you can only go up. If you don't have any of those things, maybe just a diploma or a job or skills, provincial nominations will talk opportunities for everyone. So I hope you have an idea when it comes to Canada. This is just the beginning. I've done videos before. I'll consider this to be the first video moving forward. When I told you in the message, I'm going to focus on Canada from now on, that's what I meant. Other things I'm going to focus on, I'll post again. Look out for those little messages I write because to me they are very important. I get your feedback. Apart from the comments, even if I don't have time for comments, when I specifically go and request something, please respond. Your comments are immensely important. Like this video today is happening because of you. Because you went and you put comments and I understood that, you know what, there's a need for Canada. And that is the only way we can succeed. I cannot come bang information in your head that you don't need. Like one of my followers said, we've heard enough about America. We need Canada. Some of you will think that is a rude comment. No, it's not rude. It's the truth. Because that person maybe has followed Janet for a long time and they've made a decision that, you know what, although Janet, you talk about America, that is not my thing. Plus, things have changed in America. Probably they are no longer friendly the way they used to. They are not as welcoming the way they used to. Why not? I'm going to explore Canada. I listen to such comments. You understand? Now we are going to Canada because you responded to my questions. You responded and told me what you want. Another thing I've realized that I haven't focused on for many years. There's so much material. We can never finish. We can never finish. Your professions. Okay, because most of you like sharing, I did biology, I did molecular medicine, I did business administration, I did plumbing, I did nursing, I did this, Janet, what are my chances? So we are going to break down. So if you see me asking that message, please respond. Because when you respond, it gives me an idea what to present. So we are relevant on this page, all right? I can't thank you enough for coming. Thank you for sharing. Share with your friends, you know, because the more we do this, the stronger communities we build, you know. Share with those people on the street. Have you ever had those people that if you tell something, the whole village knows? Those are the ones you want to share with videos like this. Those ones that love rumors. Those that know how to spread like a virus. Those are the ones you need to share in your groups. You share with them, you know, so the page can grow, so more people can know. Because as I said, I'll share with you the project. We are going to start involving children so they can start thinking ahead. We are building, my son has a beautiful project he's working on, and one day he will share. He's busy building African cities, you know, because at the end of the day, I'll be honest with you, at the end of the day, home is always the best place to be. You will always get the most dignity from your ancestors. The most dignity will always come from your people. Your people that sound like you, that look like you, are the ones that will give you the maximum dignity. And for us to come in these foreign lands, we sacrifice a lot. We give up a lot. We provide a lot of service so we can make it and make our communities back home do well. So that is a fact. No one can ever argue. You know, anytime I open my mouth out here, I sound like a foreigner. Okay, even when they gave me my green card, they used to call me an alien. Okay, so can I compare that from where I was born in the village? No. Like when I walk in the village, they say, yes, that child belongs to that family. You know, you can yell and do everyone. No one will ever judge you. You get maximum love, maximum dignity. So what we are doing here, we'd rather do it at home. But for now, before the politics change and there's political will and people start changing and building their nations, which in my opinion, post-corona, nations are going to look at themselves and reevaluate and say, really, do we need these people? Okay, we don't know how it will turn out. We can only prepare ourselves. But for now, we are looking for what? Opportunities. For me, I've been welcomed here. There are challenges I can't refuse, but for the most part, I've done very well, especially financially. Sometimes they've denied me my dignity as a human. I've noticed that, but if I was to do average and everything, it was worth it. Okay, it was worth it, and I encourage you, all of you, to come and learn, because when you learn, you will share with more people. Okay, all right. Kathy, true, not Canada, only most countries you go, may test. Okay, people are sharing. I was thinking there was one comment I can say something before I go. But if not, go and revise this video from the beginning to end, and then we'll do the next one. I'll probably now focus on specific provinces going forward. And those who are asking about Green Card 2021, yes, you're in. You just have to wait in January. Hi, I'm in South Africa. First time watching you. Help us with information. Thank you so much all the way from South Africa for watching. I love you for coming for the first time. Consider you have a lot to learn. The good news now, you have Canada too. But Janet has done a lot of videos on America. So you can learn how to come to America, or you can learn how to go to Canada. Okay, so write down your notes, start working. During the week, I'll be coming to my portal and I'll be checking in with you, because I'll be holding people accountable. When you show up on Janet Rangi, you should be asking yourself, she said this and this, what have I done? Okay, this is not one of those pages you go to have fun. Janet, yeah? This is not one of those pages you just go and you have no outcome. You have to keep on asking myself, she said A, B, C, D, I've done A, I'm waiting for B. Action, action, action. And people succeed. Okay? All right. Some people are already sending messages in the private page. Okay? But everything I do is here public, and I read comments. Sometimes it's hard for me to read all of you, but I get the idea. Smooth. You see, guys, if you haven't seen what Smooth is saying, Smooth is a follower who said, Janet, you help me go to Canada. I see them every day. Okay, many people. I'm telling you, there's one thing I can promise you. Okay, this one, take it to the bank. Take it to the bank. This one, I'm serious. I'm not lying. If you do what Janet Rangi is telling you, and you give it your best, there are only two outcomes. You will get a visa or you'll be denied. And if you are denied, you'll probably try again and you'll get. But the chances of coming will be very, very high. Why? Because you've brushed and you are prepared and you're doing the right thing. The ball is in your court, okay? Nothing is free. No agent will promise you. No lawyer will promise you. You promise yourself. And be the first one in your family to do this. I see those comments every day. Janet, thank you so much. Parents writing, saying, Janet, my daughter, you make us proud. I get parents calling me, Janet, thank you for my daughter. She's a student in America because of you. Janet, we watch you as a family. The kids run to their mother. Mommy, Janet Rangi is coming. They're here. I've seen twins that came here. because they watch my videos came as students. I've seen people come as medical doctors in New York from different countries. I've seen people calling me from Canada. Some of them cannot even reach me. They just send messages. Oh, you talk to Janet Rangi. Tell her I'm in Canada. I say, yes. I can never reach all of you. And I wish I could know you. But you know yourselves. You know yourselves. Okay? It's about options. If you have a good job home, we love it. If not, options. Okay? And the good news, they are not going to discriminate you because of your color, your skin, your national origin. They score you based on points. And they are not going to say, hey, this education is better than that education. No. Same. Bachelor's degree, you do ECEA report, same points. You are from Abuja, you are from Blantyre, you are from Nairobi. You did the education from South Africa, from Dubai, your education, bachelor's degree, you do ECEA report, they say 1, 2, 3, you meet the requirement, same points. You sit in the exam, you do the IELTS, you pass, same points. No one is better than the other. Isn't that a fair system? Okay? And you are not going to pay someone $100 back door so that they can move your application up. So that's what I love. Okay, that is exact. I'm here because of such systems. I go on the website, they tell me do 1, 2, 3, 4. I do 1, 2, 3, 4. They respond, I pay for the next stage. Do 1, 2, 3, 4. I do 1, 2, 3, 4. I send the information. The results come out and the ball gets rolling. Whatever stands between you and success is the embassy. If you believe in yourself, I can tell you right now. The problem will not be anyone else. The problem will be you. Look at yourself. Evaluate yourself. Have you been listening to Janet for 3 years and never done anything? Okay? You need to, unless you are a student. Okay? Are you listening to Janet and actually putting in practice what she said? I love you so much. I'll do a motivational video next time. Not for today, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Adios. Merci beaucoup. I love you so much. Kwaheri. Okay? Salam alaikum. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. Until the next video. See you guys. Love you. Checking out. Bye bye.